It is the number one podcast. I'm your host, Coach Jake. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm just going to wait for some people to roll in here. I want to talk about business opportunities, right? I want to talk about, in particular, a business opportunity that I'm personally trying to tap into, one that I think some of you out there are trying to tap into that might be of use or relevant to you and your family even, right? So I want to talk a little bit about it's what I'm calling the 18 billion-dollar digital revolution in MMA and the next gen of MMA millionaires, right? Does that make sense to you? So that's really what we're talking about today. The recent study just came out and showed that the martial arts industry just hit 18.6 billion dollars. And today I want to talk about positioning you and yourself to capture a part of this growing market. I mean, we got to admit, martial arts have been here for a long time, and they're only getting hotter right now. So whether you're like a local gym owner or you're a champion, like some kind of world champion, there is this new breed of business people out there, these mixed martial arts and martial arts entrepreneurs, and they're using some methods that might be new to you, right? So I just wanted to share some of these stats. So hopefully they're of use to you. As ever, please throw your, let's do a roll call. Give me a number one if you like what we're talking about in the chat. Also, feel free to let me know where you're coming from. If you have any questions or comments, you just throw them down in the chat and I will get to you, I promise. So let's get after it, right? So the MMA industry growth, mixed martial arts industry, it's set to grow 8.2% through 2025, okay? So a lot of this growth is happening in digital content and particular training, right? This is something that I've been doing for a long time. Scientific Wrestling, not only do we do live events, but we've had a membership website since 2005. This is before Facebook existed. We've been actually putting up a gate so people pay to get access to high-end information to train. So that is slated to increase 300% online training this year alone. Okay, 300%. So maybe you want to create an online course. Maybe like me, you want to be I'm a 3-time BJJ Fanatics instructor, bestseller. So maybe that's something that you're interested in doing. All these are different ways of doing the online training stuff. It's huge right now. Also, these there's this rise not just on the online training, but that like what we do a hybrid training model, which is a mix between in-person and online or digital delivery. So, for example, you go over to our affiliate program. You are going to get access to all our materials, so you can go and sell them yourselves, make your money. You're going to get a online version of our certification, so you can get up to speed and train in all the materials and whatnot. Hey, are you Ryu Ken? All right, give me a number one from Seattle. Thanks, brother. Let me blow you up here. I'll put this to where everybody can see on the screen. Let's see. Can people see that? I don't know that people can actually see. Here we go. Oh, overlay. There we go. All right. Thanks, brother. So, like what we'll do, we do like this hybrid model where you come and train with us. For example, CatchCon, biggest catch wrestling event ever to this date. We're having 9 different coaches, 3 different divisions in our tournament where you can win $1,000, 2 different certifications, a mace belt that you get. Like, it's just going to be sick. We got Frank Shamrock, Pat Miletich, Wade Chalice, plus all the Scientific Wrestling Elite guys. You can come and train in person, and then you go home. You can take the online certification, come back to another event. We test you, see where you're at. So this is like this new wave is following stuff that we blazed the trail for, right? There's a ton of stuff like this going on. So you've got to start thinking, let's say you run a gym right now, like a martial arts studio or something. You could very simply add an online component to create more value. So let's say you got somebody, you got a normal taekwondo studio or some, or karate type of thing. Well, you could add an online component. Hey, here's all the digital courses that we teach, blah, blah, blah. You can study at home. Here's our online community, so you can stay abreast of events and you can market to them. You can make sure that you're getting the kind of community engagement that you need out of your people, out of your community members. So there's all kinds of opportunities here. You can you could, like during COVID, a lot of people had to switch over. My kids were going to like a little kind of McDojo thing because they were like 7 years old, and they had to try to switch. Now I'm sure they lost a lot of people, but we tried to stay on and support them, and we went online to help them. But it doesn't have to be the typical McDojo either. You could be like a fight gym and start offering this. This is one of the benefits that we talk about with the affiliate program, is that now all of your people, you can start selling them all these trainings from Wade Chalice to Billy Robinson, whatnot. There is technology that's being made. So there's people out there that are selling you like, hey, what's up, Dan? Happy to see you, brother, from Idaho. We got Seattle, we got Idaho. Appreciate you guys. So you could get software programs, or you could develop a software program that's like a CRM that handles all your members, markets to them, make sure that billing is done, all that kind of stuff. So there's a ton of places to be made. I think a big key of it is to really figure out where you want to make your money and what your skills are. You could develop online sales funnels for people. You could come up with ways to engage people with marketing or whatnot, right? So I think that the future trend, and I'm not going to stay on long today. I've got another client here in like 10 minutes. I think AI is going to integrate somehow. I'm curious if you guys have any idea how AI might integrate with martial arts, in particular, combat sports. I think one of the things it might be in scouting, right? So you put in the stats of some guy you've got to wrestle. Heck, maybe you're going to be able to upload the video of some guy you've got to fight or wrestle, and it can tell you what it sees for his strengths, his weaknesses, and then matches it against footage of Euro. This stuff is coming. Hey, what's up, Beavis? Beavis from LA, soon to be San Francisco. Well, that's interesting. I started out, I moved out of, I saw UFC 2 here in Denver, and then moved to San Francisco to train with Carly Gracie in the city. Ended up working a little bit with Kurt Osiander down at Rolf Gracie's school down in the Mission District, and then moved down from San Francisco after I graduated grad school down to LA. And that's really where I started pushing hard on the wrestling side of things. Anyway, great, Beavis. Congrats, dude. That's going to be fun. Hopefully we can get a California to start actually requiring voter ID, and maybe you can get the politics change out there and we can actually get things fixed. I love San Francisco and I love LA, man. I miss it, but I can't go back until they get things fixed up. Anyway, I just want you guys to realize that martial arts and mixed martial arts in particular are very, very hot, right? Maybe it's not the AI. Maybe it's VR. There's another thing. Like my kid, I've got a 12-year-old boy and a 15-year-old boy. I also have an 18-year-old daughter. But it's the two boys that are really, really into VR. And I see my youngest son doing all this stuff. He's playing like a Spider-Man game. Well, maybe there's training opportunities or game opportunities. Even creating games and whatnot, right? So there's a ton of stuff to do. I'm curious, where would you want to get into the market to make money? So I have several businesses. My wife and I run a software company. I do business coaching now. Most of the time, that's where I've, 52 years old and have a master's degree in financial math and have started and scaled and sold numerous businesses, right? So Beavis says, I think this AI thing is going to backfire us in like the horror movies. So you think we're heading to the Terminator? You could very well be right. A lot of people were warning about it. I saw this. Did you see the robot, the police robot that's out now? It looks like a ball. It's like a ball that has tread, and it's big, and you can't beat it up. You hit it with sticks, shoot it with guns. It doesn't matter. It doesn't phase it, and it can shoot like a net. And I'm sure it could shoot guns, all kinds of stuff at you. So you might be right. We might be making our own dystopian apocalypse here, unfortunately, with the AI. But look, the fact is this, dude, you're not going to put the genie back in the bottle. So even if we do create an AI horror film, how are you going to make money, dude? Like, I mean, you got to get your head out of the negativity a little bit. And I know this is just for lightheaded fun, but I'm trying to push you guys to think about how would you make money? So if it's not AI, maybe it's VR or virtual reality, or maybe it's a software system. That's all just the tech side. That's my software brain. You could do like I do with scientific wrestling. I've toured the planet training people. I've filmed all these guys, made little movies and instructionals, sold those, did events, made online training materials. Maybe your whole thing is just you're going to start a studio, right? But there's a lot of money. It's $18.6 billion in the martial arts market alone. And I'm just wondering, man, are you putting yourself in position to get a piece of that action, right? So like, I think what you got to think about is like, how can you monetize your martial arts knowledge, expertise? Maybe you're not an expert in martial arts. Maybe you would be a better broadcaster because you know all the stats and you know all the fighters and things like that. How can you monetize your experience in that field, right? Again, like, are you currently using some sort of technology? Maybe not AI, but maybe you could use a CRM or some marketing automation, some social media manager to help promote you, right? What else? I mean, there's all kinds of different ways that you can make money. I'm talking in particular because I like martial arts. I have a company in martial arts. It's been around since 2003. So the company is now officially 22 years old, but I've been doing, like I was just looking today on my website, it's 20 years that we've had a gated site, meaning you had to pay money and then get a username and password to get past that gate to view the premium content, right? Which is now the standard model. I mean, shoot, even Netflix does it. I mean, I remember even going back so far when BJJ fanatics didn't even produce their own videos. They would call us and ask to resell our videos. Like, right, we have this offer where we allow wholesalers to go resell our products at a retail price for us. That's how they started out. Then they built a model that's based on ours that was like a 50-50 licensing agreement deal. So anyway, what questions you guys have? I literally have about 3 minutes. If there's anything you want to know, I could talk about CatchCon. That's like, I think we're, 10, 11 days till CatchCon. UFC Hall of Famer, welterweight champ, coach to 11 world MMA champions. Pat Miletich is going to be there. 4-time undefeated UFC champion, the prototype, the legend, Frank Shamrock is going to be there coaching. National Wrestling Hall of Fame, 5 combat sport All-American Wade Chalice, Guinness record holder for the most wins and pins all wrestling is going to be there. Sam Cresson, 4th degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, was helped me being an assistant to Billy Robinson for scientific wrestling. Jesse Merez, he's a 10th planet black belt, also assisted to Billy Robinson. Myself, Gil Olivas, who is a scientific wrestling elite coach, but also a submission arts wrestling black belt. I think he has a judo black belt. He's going to be coaching. Rick Brown, the world's mace trainer, is going to be there. The biggest name in mace training is going to be there. The guy that I handpicked, the guy I taught. Man, you guys are going to love it. If you can, you got to sign up, dude. We literally have about 3 spots at each tier. You'll see what I mean. There's different levels of participation. We only have about 3 spots left, dude. We're at the Anna Sietti Training Club, just 7 minutes off of the Vegas Strip. It's going to be epic. You can learn a lot more if you go to catchcon.us, catchcon.us. What else is cooking? I've been doing this great blog. I've been having a lot of fun with it. You can check it out. Number One Coaching. And number one is like how this is NO number one coaching.com/blog. Tons of great articles up there. I put some free resources to help you bootstrap yourself into some entrepreneurship. Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I don't see any questions. I appreciate all the participation. Right, you can. Dan. Dan says, what a lineup of great people. Yeah, dude, I'm so excited, man. Nothing has been done like this at this level where we have a 3-division, in fact, including a tag team competition for $1,000, an over 80 kilo, under 80 kilo, great tournament setup. Josh Barnett sent some guys. We got some real studs coming to this. I know Blake Troop signed up, Bulletproof Troop. What else is cooking? Then we've got all those amazing coaches coming on board with us, which is going to be amazing. Everybody gets a mace. Well, the first 20 people that sign up get a mace. Okay. So first come, first serve. Everybody gets a t-shirt. You get lifetime membership to scientificwrestling.com. It's just going to be epic, dude. So yeah, Dan, I'm so excited. When are you ever going to get all these people in the same room at the same time, banging out in 3 days, get 2 certifications, you get certified to teach the mace, you get certified, work towards your certification as a coach for scientific wrestling. Insane value. You can read all that stuff over at catchcon.us. But yeah, guys, I'm going to jump off of here unless there's any other questions or anything I can help you guys with. As ever, go check out numberonecoaching.com, N-O-1, just like that, N-O-1coaching.com. Who do you know that I can help? Go look at the case studies. I think you'll be absolutely shocked at the results I'm able to get people in their business. So I would love to be able to help you if I can. Anyway, guys, such a pleasure talking to you. Dan, Beavis, Ryu, Ken, I appreciate all the comments. Guys, I will talk to you again. If I can be of any assistance, just send me a DM and we'll talk soon.